By now, you should have seen the mushroom technique video. What we want to do now is to give you some instructions that will help you to optimize the content of that video for yourself. Let's start off with a simple understanding. Whatever position you are in right now is based upon the information that you are giving to your body. So this is the best position by your body's interpretation that you have available. We have got to do better. We have got to choose to give our body better information, and the mushroom technique is complicit in doing that. But we've got to make sure that you know how to do the mushroom technique properly, how often, and what the expectation is for you when you choose to do that technique. Let's start off with this simple understanding. If you want to formulate a new habit, you've got to do the new thing more often than the old thing, what you're trying to get away from. Meaning that we have got to get you to do this technique way more often in the beginning than in fact you are going to need to do it later as you improve. Now, we will tell you to do this technique once every 20 minutes to half an hour. And the idea is that you put yourself into a position that's congruent with your understanding of the mushroom technique, and you try to keep that shape as long as you can. But of course, you will be used to the old habit, meaning that when you revisit the technique in half an hour, you may be surprised to feel that you're back into your slouch or your dysfunction. So of course, by doing it repetitively, in the first couple of days, you will be coaching your body into the best position for yourself. Now, you will notice as the days pass, somewhere between day 2 and day 3, when you do it on the half hour, you will find that you are already in the right position. When you know you're in the right position, you start to make the times between each interval bigger. Bring it out to 45 minutes. Continue for a few days until you're in the right position at the end of your 45-minute sequences. Usually by the time you get to the end of the first week, you're doing it somewhere between once every 60 minutes to 90 minutes. And you keep this process going till usually by the time you're in and around 3 weeks, provided you're being committed to the process, you will find that you can now do this 3 to 5 times a day. Now, this technique takes in and around 3 to 5 seconds to do. So what is 5 times a day? Realistically, even if it took you the full 5 seconds, at 5 times a day, we are asking you to give up 25 seconds a day to feel good. Yes, there's an investment initially to get to that standard, but isn't it worth it if the quality and outcome of this is better living? For all the reasons we explained in our mushroom technique video. We need you to commit. Now, of course, what I've just said there, it takes 5 seconds. The reality is you only need to do it once if you do it properly. If you want to do it 3 or 4 times to make sure that you feel you've done it properly, that's a decision you can make. That's not wasted. But the truth is, you will become so good at putting yourself into the right position that in the future, you will only need to do it once and you will be in the position. Now, what if you've reached or got to the stage where you can do this 5 times a day and it takes you 5 seconds to do it? Well, let's say you do it at lunchtime and you find, oh, I'm not actually in the right position. Well, then you have categorical proof that your body was starting to slip. On that day, you need to do it more often. Because if you don't, you'll slip back into your old habits. That won't be good for you. But what if at lunchtime you do it and you think, I feel exactly the same, I am in good order. On the assumption that you've done it properly, pat yourself on the back and move on to the next interval. And that's how you calibrate how often you need to do it in the future. It is based upon the fact, when I do it properly, do I feel the same? Brilliant, I'm in the right position. Do I feel different? Well, now I know I definitely needed to do it, and I might do it more often to preserve the quality of all the work that I have done. The mushroom technique is not a shoulders back position. It is not held or tucked. There's no breath holding. It is a relaxed position where you bring your body past where it needs to go, your arms as high as you can get them, as if you're hanging off a bar in a beautiful straight line. And when you come back to the ground, you're suspended as if literally from a string. That position allows your body to float in its walk. And as I said, if you move around like this, you will move around in the most energy efficient position, with the least amount of waste of your bodily resources, meaning that those bodily resources are there to help you recover from the things you want to do, your exercise and your activities. But also, this activity that I speak of, in this beautifully efficient position, also keeps you relaxed. That's conducive to good digestive health, good mental welfare, better sleeping patterns. and many, many, many more biological benefits. And if you're feeling good, you tend to interface and interact with the world around you in a better way. So a lot of things improve as a consequence of you being at your best. So remember, the arms go up as high as you can get them. The biceps touch off the ears. You inhale as the rib cage rises. The rib cage will go past where it needs to be, and the objective is you will bring yourself into the best possible position past where you need to be, like I said, and as you come back down to where you need to be, your body is relaxed, and that is your position. It costs you very little. It gives you so much. Isn't that worth your time?